Welcome back to Life of Bliss. We are down in the basement for another build video. Last week was kind of a short week with Thanksgiving. We went out of town, saw some family, so I didn't get a whole lot of stuff done down here. But we are back in business now, and we are going to get a ton of stuff done this week. So in the next 10 days, I plan on running all my network wiring, my cable TV wiring, my speaker wires, and putting in all my insulation. So essentially in 10 days, this place will be ready for sheetrock. So let me show you what I've done so far. Back here behind the refrigerator opening, I've got some wires coming in from the spare bedroom. Pretty much I ran all these and gave them an extra probably 4 foot and rolled them up, and I have labeled them where everything is at. And I'm also doing color coding with the tape. So everything with white tape is going to be from the bedroom, and I've labeled on here where it's at in the bedroom. So this is the back of the bedroom. This is the front side of the bedroom, or the door side. I'm running 3 Cat 5e cables and 1 RJ6 cable to each outlet here in the bedroom. So coming through the top plate here, throw a few staples in to make sure that the cables are going to be out of the way whenever the sheetrockers come. All of this will be covered with fiberglass beforehand, so all this stuff will actually be pushed back up against the wall from the fiberglass. Your RG6 and your cat cables through different holes, and then you tape these together so they're not going to pull up out of the box. So what we've done is we've made sure it's not going to come out of our box here, and I've put a little bit of that foil tape in a few places inside the stud and made a little S here. That way whenever they get done sheetrocking, you come pull your cable a little bit, comes right out. There's extra cable on the wall if you ever run out and need to pull cable through for whatever reason, if you have a bad connection. And I just ran out of Cat 5 cable from doing that there. That box was almost gone anyways. I ran some other wiring in the house already, but I got another 1,000-foot box coming tomorrow, maybe? I don't know. Whenever it gets here, I'll start it up again. So I'm not taking a lot of video of running cables because I'm moving all over the place, but what I've started doing is running my speaker wires through the ceiling. I need to actually drill some holes up here still to run down the wall. But people are sleeping and that would be a little too loud. But anyways, I'm running my Atmos speakers for the ceiling speakers up here, the speaker wire, and I'm running everything over to this space right in between these 2 trusses, and we're going to run the speaker wire down and into the media cabinet there. I'm also taking each wire and labeling where it's at back there so I don't have to play the guessing game once I get it all set up. But I bought some conduit to run from the media cabinet to where the projector is going to be up here, as well as a few other spots in the basement. If you get the regular blue inch and a half conduit, it's pretty damn expensive. So I got this black conduit. It was about half the price of what the other stuff was. I'm actually taking a little bit of electrical tape and wrapping around it, and it's actually holding real well. It bends, twists, it doesn't collapse on itself. So I'm just going to wrap what I need with electrical tape and run that to the few spots. Saved about 60 or 70 bucks doing it this way, so a little bit of work doesn't hurt. Always try to give, don't ever take it. I just what I dream, it's what you make it. Always try to give. Alright, so we got most of the speaker wire and the Cat 6 cable ran through. I bought this new bit here to see if I can't drill a hole big enough to get that sucker through, so we'll see how that goes. That thing worked awesome. Check that out. We'll see if this can't fit in there. We have to drill another one down here. It was messy. I don't know if you saw it all because my camera battery ran out, but that worked awesome. So remember all that taping I did? This hole, even though I bought the hole saw, an 1/8 of an inch bigger than what this pipe is. All this tape around there was getting caught, so I had to unravel the last 6 foot of it just to get it through there. I'm gonna drill the other hole, poke it down through there, and then just re-tape it on the wall there.
Always try to give, don't ever take it. Life has its music, life has its song. Life has its music, life has its song. Life has its music, life has its songs of love.
Nothing gets you excited about a project like cleaning it up and seeing how much room you forgot you had down here. I'm gonna start throwing some insulation in the bedroom here along these back walls where I'm not doing anything else as far as wiring goes. First wall down, many more to go. All right, another day down here in the basement. Today I'm gonna finish up a few of the wiring things before I can put all the insulation in. Running my last few runs of cat wire. I'll run those through the wall down to that outlet there. I got the rest of my speaker wire so I can run the couple other speakers that I need. We also decided to put some LED lights going down the stairs on your way down here because it's kind of hard to see at night and there's only a light down here at the base of the stairs. So what I ended up getting were these LED lights that will sit sideways like that on the wall. And we're going to take some old work boxes and cut some holes in the sheetrock along the stairs, put these in, and get those hooked up. I also got a 30-foot HDMI cable that is 4K HDR capable and is amplified in one end, so it should keep the signal all the way to the projector, which I'll be running up here through the ceiling down into the media room. I also got something pretty cool in the mail for down here in the basement, so I'll show you guys that here at the end of the video. There we go. We got our 3 boxes installed. Take a look at them from the backside here so you can see how they fit in. So with these old work boxes, you can't nail them into studs like normal. You normally don't have the room, you don't have access to the back of the wall like this. But you can see these little flanges come out and they push up against the sheetrock there on either side whenever you install them. So they're pretty darn sturdy once you get them in there. They're just held in by the sheetrock. Got one up there and down there. Alright, so I think it's time to disconnect the power that's already been running down here in the basement. The way I can get this last line through this existing hole for these LED lights on the stairs, because 3 of these are connected to this outlet. They're all going to come out. That's going to come out. Pretty much everything that I've been using for power so far is going to be coming out. There's a couple outlets in the back of the basement that I can still use to run some extension cords and some lights to. But I'm not going to be hooking up anything that I've ran quite yet, just because the sheetrock guys are going to have to take it back off, or I'm going to have to take it back off before the sheetrock guys come. And I'll be able to get everything done with the lights. So We'll get that going, run our last wires there, get all that set up, and move on. All right, it's also never a bad idea to have one of these testers either, just to make sure all your power's off. So this line's hot. So that way, before you start cutting wires and disconnecting everything, you absolutely know nothing's hot and it's gonna shock you. Okay, just had the shit scared out of me. So this is why they make rubber on your handles here for your tools, because this wire was apparently still hot. I'm gonna have to figure out why that's still hot and go from there, but that scared the shit out of me. So this is why you need to test everything, unlike what I did. The fourth breaker up was the one that tripped. This is the basement one that I know of. This says on our panel, 1, 2, 3, the basement I knew about, 4, main front. Main front. 4th, basement bedroom? Nah, something's not right. I don't know who the dumbass was that wired this up, but yeah, it's wrong. But back to what we were doing finally. I got all the LEDs set out, kind of in stages. First, you take your wires, go ahead and connect them to the lines that you ran for the LED. Next, you'll screw in the fixture. And finally, you put the cover on your brand new LED downlights for the stairs. Pretty impressive. All right, I couldn't wait to try these out, so took a cheater cord here and did some very proper wiring. Check it out. Now we have stair lights. No more tripping down the stairs. Out with the old, in with the new. That is all the wiring that I took out of the ceiling. Right, so I told you I was going to have something pretty cool at the end of the video. There it is. Got my in-ceiling speakers for my Atmos. I got a pair of these. These are the Monoprice Amber 8-inch in-ceiling speakers. Ribbon tweeter, small port, and we're going to throw a can on the back that I'm going to dampen and throw some sound deadening material in to give it a little bit better bass response. And then the 8-inch Alpha for over the bar area. These both come with magnetic screens. If I can get one of these up, they're really thin. Comes with a magnetic screen. Pops on, that's all you're going to see. And the can, you can kind of see the shape of it here. It will go right along the outside of the speaker and enclose it to give it a little bit better bass response. Things coming together and I'm pretty excited about it. I've pretty much ran everything I need to do for electrical. I'm gonna clean up a few things and then get started on insulation before the sheetrock guys come. I got 2 days before they drop it off and then another 3 days before they start. So 5 days to insulate my entire basement. I gotta get started. So anyways, subscribe if you like the videos and check back for more Life of Bliss.